Hello everyone, welcome to the Market Outlook Midweek. Gaurang Shah from Geojit Financial Services, and as I speak to you, after a day off yesterday, markets opened up with a positive bias this morning. But as I speak to you, the gains that were witnessed in the morning have been given off, and the levels right now on the indices, Sensex is at about 61,200 with about 20 points plus. Nifty is trading at about 18,215, 17 points up. And Nifty Bank, which is a star performer, has made an all-time high. And the levels are 41,780 with gains of about 100 points. Now, it was only prudent to expect a little bit of profit booking after the gains that we've seen from the moderate trading up until this morning. I think it's given to the markets with the kind of gains that we've seen over the last maybe about 10 odd days. So nothing serious, nothing alarming, but routine profit booking can be witnessed maybe today, tomorrow, and possibly after seeing some consolidation, we could again see a little bit of up move on the market. So for all those short to medium term traders, try to book profits if you can, or if you have put your stop losses in place, try to increase your stop losses to maximize your gains. And for long term investors, I think this market has rewarded for all those investors who invest in the market from a long term point of view. And our advice every time that we interact with you all has been that you need to have a little bit of longish time horizon, just in case if you are looking for meaningful gains from your investments in the stock market. So we expect the markets to continue the momentum, but a word of cautious is always necessary given the fact that we are very close to the all-time highs on the Sensex and Nifty. There is a possibility that before we cross over, some consolidation can be witnessed, and that's what exactly we are referring to in the markets in terms of profit booking from the levels that we saw this morning. So nothing really scary, in fact, but a routine profit booking can be witnessed. On the rupee dollar and energy basket, rupee has gained strength, 81.54 rupees to a dollar. Significant strength, in fact, from the levels of weakness in the rupee to the levels where it is right now. I think there is tremendous amount of credible strength in the rupee against the dollar. On the energy basket, some downtick. Brent is at about $94.93 per barrel, and NYMEX is at about $88.39 per barrel. So there has been slight weakness, but you remember the commentary that we shared with you with respect to the production cut of about 20 lakh barrels per day by OPEC plus. This may lead to a little bit of bump up in the crude oil prices. And not to forget, we are going to see winter approaching, and if it is going to be a very severe winter, then demand for crude oil is definitely going to go up. So maybe in immediate short to medium term, there could be some levels on the higher side. But the news flows on the crude oil is that Russia has turned into one of the largest suppliers for India's requirement of energy, and that too at a reasonable price. So as long as India can secure its energy requirement at reasonable price, I think we are in a safe zone. On the earnings front, we are virtually at the fag end of the second quarter earning this financial year. And whatever we've seen up till now, I think it is in front of us. And the good part is that there are no larger black spots, but definitely some green shoots are visible. And with the summation of the Q2 earnings this financial year, our sense is that the third and the fourth quarter can be better, can have a better shade, and there could be further re-rating upwards of certain sectors and stocks given the performance that we witnessed in the second quarter. Other than this, we do not see any kind of major significant event lined up. Of course, There are state elections, so that may possibly have some amount of impact on the market as and when the results are out. But in case if there is any disappointment, then and if the markets react to that, then I think that's going to be an opportunity to again nibble into some value buying in some fundamentally sound stocks. So last time, friends, if you recollect, we had shared two investment ideas from public sector bank. One was State Bank of India, the other one was Canara Bank. Again, State Bank of India, we saw the numbers over the weekend. Great set of numbers, and I think there is definitely some re-rating waiting to happen in the public sector bank universe, which otherwise compared to the private sector banks have been, not equal performer, if I can use that word. So this time around, we have tried to identify some investment ideas. This is now from the IT sector, which is, of course, not many people want to venture out into the IT sector, but not looking at short to medium term pain that is there in the IT sector with respect to earnings. And mind you, the second quarter earnings, I think barring Wipro, rest of the names have given inline performance in terms of earnings. So maybe the third and the fourth quarter could possibly help catch up the earnings for IT sector. Then with that perspective, two investment ideas from the IT universe. First one is Persistent Systems, mid-cap IT name, of course. And the second one is in form of Tech Mahindra. These are the two investment ideas from a long-term point of view on the fundamental side. Try to start nibbling into the stocks, and as and when you get some correction, try to add to the stock with a longish time horizon. Our sense is that next financial year we should see positivities from the IT sector. And mind you well, in terms of valuation and the correction that we've seen, IT sector has become attractive for long-term investors. So two investment ideas, Persistent Systems and Tech Mahindra from a long-term point of view. And be patient with the stocks, of course, given the kind of headwinds that they are facing right now. Thank you very much for your patience hearing, and I'll see you again next week. Till then, take care.